Jana'S Duggar faces a hidden contract trap as TLC producers expose truth behind counting on filming. The story begins with a revelation that has reshaped the conversation surrounding one of the most private members of the Duggar family. Jana'S Duggar, long known for her calm public presence and her avoidance of controversy, has been pushed into the center of a growing dispute that challenges the foundation of how the family operated during their years on reality television. Based on the available information, there is no confirmed public document that explicitly proves she faced a hidden contract trap. Nor have TLC producers publicly released statements admitting to such practices. However, what can be reported with certainty is that former cast members, including Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard, have repeatedly described restrictive financial arrangements connected to the family's filming commitments. Their testimonies, verifiable and publicly documented, raise significant questions about how filming obligations were structured and how participation was enforced within the household. Those questions have now turned toward Jana'S, who spent years appearing on camera under circumstances that remain largely unexplained. What is certain is that Jana'S was over the age of 18 during nearly all seasons of Counting On, making her a legal adult. Yet there has been no verified evidence indicating that she negotiated her own contract directly with TLC. Instead, all confirmed statements from the network and production are consistent with the idea that the family patriarch, Jim Bob Duggar, acted as the primary representative and centralized decision-maker for the family's participation. If this structure was the same during Jana'S years of involvement, it raises the possibility, though not provable without further documentation, that she may not have been independently informed about the terms connected to her own televised presence. The issue becomes more complex when examining public comments from those who previously worked with the Duggar family. Former production staff, though never releasing internal documents, have spoken anonymously through reputable media outlets about the unique filming environment surrounding the family. Their accounts describe a household where decisions about participation were negotiated through a single individual rather than through individual adult cast members. While these accounts cannot confirm a hidden contract involving Jana'S, they do provide verified context indicating that the structure of the show did not resemble standard reality television contract practices, where each adult participant normally signs their own agreement. As these verified reports resurfaced, attention shifted toward understanding Jana'S role inside a system that others have described as restrictive and financially imbalanced. Throughout the years of filming, Jana'S became known among viewers for her responsibilities at home. From caregiving to household management, she rarely appeared in storylines focused on personal independence, and she did not publicly discuss payment, contract decisions, or the extent of her consent to long-term filming schedules. This silence became its own point of intrigue, especially once Jill Duggar publicly revealed that she was unaware of financial agreements made in her name until she sought legal clarification. The verified statements from Jill prompted researchers, journalists, and legal analysts to revisit archived materials, including the timeline of the family's television involvement, Jana'S' age during each season, and the public statements made by TLC during conflicts with the family. Based on these reviewed materials, there is no public record proving that Jana'S personally signed or refused to sign any filming agreement. What can be confirmed is that TLC ended its collaboration with the family after multiple controversies, including the conviction of Josh Duggar. During that period of separation, neither the network nor producers released any documentation exposing internal contract arrangements. Therefore, any claim that producers themselves revealed hidden details must be treated carefully and cannot be reported as fact without clear official statements. Despite the absence of confirmed documentation, the narrative surrounding Jana'S has grown because of the broader verified patterns described by others in the family. Jill has openly stated that she and Derek fought for years to gain access to what she believed she was owed. Ginger Duggar, in her memoir, also alluded to limited transparency regarding agreements inside the household. These testimonies are factual and verifiable, and they form the basis for understanding why attention has shifted toward Jana'S. If other adult siblings experienced financial ambiguity and lacked direct control over their contractual obligations, it is reasonable, though not provable, for observers to question whether Jana'S faced similar circumstances. Another verified aspect shaping the discussion is Jana'S long-standing role within the family dynamic. She has been known for taking the responsibilities of the eldest daughter, often assisting with childcare, event management, and household organization. Public observations over the years indicate that those responsibilities limited her external activity. This reality, confirmed through years of televised footage and social media posts, contributes to the concern that she might have been placed in a position where informed consent regarding filming was difficult to assert. Although speculation about contract traps cannot be stated as fact, the documented household structure raises legitimate questions about autonomy and transparency. Legal experts who have publicly discussed the Duggar situation emphasize that any adult appearing regularly on a nationally broadcast reality show would typically have the right to review and sign their own contracts. The absence of verified proof that Jana'S had this opportunity does not indicate wrongdoing, but it does highlight the importance of transparency in an environment where family hierarchy heavily influences major decisions. These expert opinions, publicly available through interviews and commentary, underscore a broader issue: the power imbalance within family-based reality television when one person manages both financial and creative negotiations. In media circles, producers who have worked on multi-person reality programs have also spoken about the standard of allowing each adult cast member to negotiate independently. These public industry norms further intensify scrutiny around the Duggar structure, though they do not provide evidence of misconduct. They simply serve as a comparison that helps frame why analysts question whether Jana'S had full agency in her participation. Over time, viewers have noticed that Jana'S has maintained a quiet public profile. Unlike some of her siblings, she has not written a memoir, given extensive interviews, or publicly clarified her own experience regarding the show's financial arrangements. Her silence cannot be interpreted as confirmation or denial of rumors, but it has made the gaps in public knowledge more pronounced. In the absence of verified clarification, discussions continue to build based on the statements of others, the structure of the household, and the history of the show's production practices. With public attention intensifying, some commentators have argued that the situation reflects a larger issue within reality television, one where the line between family loyalty, contractual obligation, and personal autonomy becomes blurred. Others note that until official documentation is released or Jana'S chooses to speak directly about her experience, the full truth of her participation will remain uncertain. That uncertainty itself has become a central part of the story, illustrating how silence can create space for questions even when facts remain incomplete. As of now, the only verified conclusion is that multiple Duggar family members have publicly described a lack of transparency regarding filming agreements. What cannot be verified is the existence of any hidden contract specifically affecting Jana'S or any instance of TLC producers exposing previously undisclosed arrangements about her involvement. Without official documents or first-hand statements, responsible reporting requires acknowledging these limits. Nevertheless, the renewed focus on Jana'S Duggar raises important questions about autonomy, consent, and financial equity within a family-based media empire. It also illustrates how unresolved gaps in public information can grow into larger narratives, especially when framed by the verified testimonies of siblings who experienced confusion, frustration, and financial uncertainty. Until more information becomes publicly available, this remains a developing and carefully monitored story, one shaped by documented history, unanswered questions, and a quiet figure whose role in the controversy continues to draw attention. Thanks for watching.